We mentioned him a few times, and you had great chemistry with him. And I know the obviously the circumstances surrounding his death, but the match. I remember some matches you had with Benoit that were just unbelievable. He might have been one of your best chemistry opponents ever.
He was.
You know,
I never had anyone that matched my intensity the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
He was always there, blow for blow, and it was just like a mirror. You know, I was wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I actually picked up my intensity to stay with Chris.
Mm-hmm.
You know that.
Yeah.
But it does kind of suck that a lot of those matches are kind of forgotten, especially Royal Rumble 2003. Gosh, I when fans ask me what match would I learn the most from, for myself, it was Benoit 2003 Royal Rumble. It just had everything. It had the submission trade-offs, and this was. I mean, I would see Dean Malenko and you do it, trading off here and there, in WCW, but this was really the first time that the whole match was based on it. You see it a lot now, but I'd say that opened up the avenues for people to say, maybe real wrestling would help matches.
Could translate,
Maybe you don't have to do all the punching and kicking in the high spots. And Chris and I, there was one punch thrown for 34 minutes. That's incredible, So it doesn't happen very often now, and didn't happen that often back then. I remember wrestling Austin and Rock back then in 2001, 2002. I wrestled them at least 100 times each. We only tied up once. I tied up once with Austin, never with The Rock. It always started with a punch, and it was boom, 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 high spot. And with Chris, he could do it all.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
It is a drag. It's the same for me. So much of my early WWE career was tied in with Benoit, and those matches don't exist.
I know.
Like when
it's like if you want to see Chris Jericho's legacy, the best of, and Kurt Angle's legacy, look at the matches with Benoit, because I'm sorry, but he's got to be in the top 3 of all time.
Yeah, I know.
You can't deny that.
Yeah.
Even Bret Hart will tell you that.
And it's hard to watch those matches, but I think I still like to see them because, like you said, the match itself is a quality that you won't find again because he was so much like that. And even if you're putting together a DVD or something, you can't use any of those matches. It's a drag.
It's unfortunate. It's hopefully somewhere down the line you'll be able to. I'd really like to, I'm not going to excuse anything that Chris did outside of wrestling, but the fact is, when he was in that ring, he was possibly the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I throw that out there as well, at least for who I've wrestled against for that style, right? Yeah.
I didn't know shit when I was wrestling. Could you imagine all the stuff he had to do for me?
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Do you remember, this just popped in my head, before we had a house show before a pay-per-view one night. I think it's the one with the Undisputed Championship tournament, and it was you and me versus Rock and Austin, and I had maybe Rock in the walls, and you had Austin in the leg lock, and one was going to tap, and the other one grabbed his hand and said, "Don't tap." The other one was going to tap and said, "Don't tap." I just remember that's like the most goofiest thing ever.
Was cheesy as hell, man. Oh my God. Now that was right around the time when you won the Undisputed.
It was the night before.
Yeah,
it was the night before. Yeah, because I remember we had a tag match, and it's like, let's not get hurt. We got a big day tomorrow, and just remember, I'm gonna tap Rock. No, don't do it. I'll hold your hand. I'm gonna tap Steve. No, I'll hold your hand.
Yeah, that was the cheesiest thing I ever did.